great example of collaboration that's happened across all levels of government, from the federal, state, with Michigan Defense Center and Michigan Economic Development Corporation, Department of Military Veterans Affairs, Merit Network, Macomb County, Sterling Heights. It's a real example of all the partners coming together, and academia too, Oakland University being part of this.
Sterling Heights and the Macomb OU Incubator recently welcomed a new member at Velocity. Velocity serves as a new hub in the Michigan Cyber Range. The Cyber Range is key in training specialists in the art of ethical hacking. The new lab will be used by the private sector to train for cybersecurity.
What we learned from working with the Pentagon, what we've learned from working with the state of Maryland, Virginia, state of Washington, is there's a lot of federal contracts, a lot of federal requirements, especially defense requirements that are just now coming into play. And what's important about a requirement for your audience? If there's no requirement, then the federal government can't spend any money. So in the Army, for instance, cybersecurity requirements are just now being written into federal contracts for wheeled vehicles, tracked vehicles. So you had all this defense activity here in Southeast Michigan, Macomb County, Sterling Heights, and now the federal money is going to start flowing. And then if you're a small business or a defense contractor or a Tier 2, and you have a cybersecurity requirement in your contract, where are you going to find your workforce? Where are you going to do your penetration testing for that federal contract? So by having this, we were afraid a few years ago that if we didn't have a capability where you could train civilians, defense industrial base, small companies could have access, other states would steal defense contracts from us. Now we're in a position where we've got a unique asset here in Sterling Heights where the tables are flipped and we can start bringing in more business.
I think the excitement is there, but this is something where it's a push and a pull, right? I mean, we've got to build it so that they will come. And I think that's what, part of government is casting a vision and understanding where we're going. And we need to build that and help companies understand, especially small companies that are introducing new innovative products too. We want to make sure that their products are secure, software as a solution and so forth, as they put that out there so that they can test those products, make sure that they're secure and they're not a new fledgling company that all of a sudden puts something out there and gets hacked and all of a sudden they're closing down their company a couple of months later.
An official ribbon cutting was held at Velocity to celebrate the cutting-edge technology arriving in the community. And several key speakers had this to say about the new Cyber Range.
And so when we reached out, there was an incredible amount of interest in helping lift up this defense industry. I got to go back to my former roots in law enforcement, and I tell you, it's exciting to me to see what's going on here, because one of the troubling issues we dealt with in law enforcement wasn't how do you deal with a bad guy that's out there driving drunk or somebody who's robbing somebody's home or stealing from a store. We knew how to deal with that, but the biggest problem we had was dealing with these issues dealing with the internet and cybersecurity. We were at a loss. Why? Because of the training, the education of law enforcement officers. Nobody knew who to turn to, whether it was at the local level, the state level, or even at the federal level.
As I said in the short video that you saw, what we want to do is twofold. First, we want to make the workforce cyber aware. We want to be able to protect ourselves. We want to be able to protect our organizations from a cyber incident. Second is the incubator part, the economic development magnet part, where we want to draw companies from outside the state to places like Macomb County, where we have a ready workforce and put them all to work to make the nation better.
Today begins another exciting chapter in services offered here. The Velocity Cyber Range provides a secure environment for cybersecurity education and training exercises and testing. It provides incredible opportunities to address the growing number and kind of online attacks against our companies, our governmental agencies, and really, as we've heard today, just about everything.
And we really have to bring those public-private partnerships together in order to be effective against this incredibly significant threat that we face as a country and really all across the world.
Sterling Heights Mayor Michael Taylor is excited to see the cyber range open in Sterling Heights.
We heard from a number of presenters talking about how important cybersecurity is today. Everything from your refrigerator to your toaster to your automobile, which is going to be self-driving soon. This is the new frontier, as they say, and right here in Sterling Heights, we're making sure that our local small businesses, even to big businesses like Ford and Chrysler, are protected from cyber attacks. So a great day here at the Velocity Center in Sterling Heights.